Open. Webcam recorded video duration label.
Alright, sorry about that. What's happening, everyone? It's your boy, the Entertainment from Reside, Tan Tiger 01, the Bengal Dragon. I'm here to give you your Anthem Impact's Slammiversary 2017 preview. Yes, I've come across the news that they've changed their name to Global Force Wrestling and whatnot. Listen, here's how I take it. As it stands right now, it's just a name change. Like Ryback, I think officially she changed name to Ryback. Warrior officially changed name to Warrior or something like that. You have name changes. We know who they are. But yeah, I mean, they want to distance themselves from the Impact from the TNA name. That's what they're keeping. I think they're relinquishing the TNA name for the GFW name. And from what I understand, from what I understand, they have some big plans. They have some big plans. So it's not like they're gonna forget everything and start over a new library. No, I don't think so. I think they are gonna keep that over 3,500 hours worth of content with them. And they might start something like the WWE Network or New Japan World type deal, which I think is pretty good. Anyways, but here's the Impact Wrestling Slammiversary preview. Now, what other way to actually signify that that GFW has arrived? Because guys, Impact Wrestling bought out GFW. So it's not like Impact Wrestling TNA is dead. Like the TNA Impact Wrestling bought out GFW. They just have a name change. Okay, this is more like Impact Wrestling is rebranding GFW as it is. But anyways, overall we know it's TNA. That's TNA. It's not like the ECW thing, the WWE's ECW, and we knew that was a fake ECW. That was not the real ECW, because the real ECW died 21, finished 21. Anyways, what a better way to signify that you bring a competitor from all around the world than a tag match, which this is just what I heard as a rumor. Official card, I don't think it's on that card yet, but this is just what I heard as a rumor. There's going to be LAX versus Garza Jr. and Laredo Kid versus another team from Mexico versus a team from Pro Wrestling Noah. So you're going to have this 4-way tag match, which I think LAX are going to win. Who should win? LAX should win. In fact, I would actually take out maybe Laredo Kid and Garza Jr. I would take them out and put Veterans of War, because you have an American team, you have 2 Latino teams, and you have a Japanese team instead of 3 Latino teams and a Japanese team. The global concept is put 3 countries in, because you don't have a Canadian team here. So because I don't think there's a working deal with Canada yet right now. It might happen in the future, but not right now. So you have these 3 teams coming in, and I think they should open the show, and I think this has the potential to be a very good match. But given these combatants, these competitors, I think LAX should win, and I think LAX will win. Okay. Now we get to the announced part of the card. Moose and D'Angelo Williams versus Eli Drake and Chris Adonis. The more heavy lifting part of the match will be done by Moose and Eli Drake, because those are the people who can wrestle. D'Angelo Williams, I don't know yet, because obviously this is his in-ring debut, and there's a lot of difference between practicing in a ring outside and practicing on pay-per-view. Like, training in a gym and practicing on paper, there's a difference. Tea today, by the way. Okay, then you have, what else you have? Oh, sorry. Who do I think will win? I think Moose and D'Angelo Williams will win. And I hate to say this, I think Eli Drake is gonna get pinned. What outcome do I want to see happen? I want to see D'Angelo Williams pin Chris Adonis, and I want Chris Adonis gone from the company. He brings nothing to the table. I want him gone from the company. Okay, next match. These are in no particular order. EC3 versus James Storm strap match. Given that this is a strap match, and given that they're going to focus more on storytelling, I think this has the potential to be a pretty entertaining and pretty satisfying match at the end of the day, because the build to this match has been good. James Storm took those straps. EC3 at one point he sort of fell off with some people, not all people, with some people, but overall he's been, I won't say completely on his game, but he has been somewhat on his game in this feud. And if James Storm is going into the Hall of Fame, here's what I think will happen. I think EC3 wins. In fact, what I think will happen is EC3 will win, and EC3 will remain as the last remaining Carter in this company up until his real life contract runs out. After that, if they cannot reach a deal with him, they will have EC3 lose. If they can reach a deal with him, they'll maybe have EC3 win. So maybe he will be that Spectre type of personality that attacks everyone GFW, because he is the last remnant of the TNA era, and he has beaten pretty much almost all Hall of Fame members who are active wrestlers. So, if he beats James Storm, he would have done that as well. Male wrestlers. I don't know if he beat Devon, but he did beat Bully Ray. Okay, now if James Storm doesn't go into the Hall of Fame, it's someone else. It's Abyss or someone else, which I don't think it's going to be Abyss, because they have to keep the storyline going. I don't think it's going to be Abyss. For me, it might be James Storm or Low Key. Sanjay Dutt, no. As much as I like that guy, Sanjay Dutt, no. Because as much as I like that guy, Low Key has given to this company more than Sanjay Dutt. Who knows? It might be even Conan for all the stuff he's been doing, on and off the camera. Okay, so, but most likely it's going to be James Storm. Okay. That's what do I think will happen. Who I want to see win? James Storm. I want to see James Storm win. I want to see EC3 take a few more losses, and then come back as a psychopath heel, even more than this. Okay. Next. Okay, I talked about the tag match. Moose, D'Angelo Williams, EC3 thing, James Storm. Sienna versus Rosemary. Title unification match. In fact, I don't think this is going to be a unification match. I think this is going to be a title elimination match. And I'm sorry, you've played your hand way too early, Anthem. I think you have spoiled a lot of these results for us. Because what I think is going to happen is Sienna is going to win, and Sienna is going to get rid of the Impact Championship title belt. I think he's going to get rid of. I think she's going to get rid of it, and she's going to just say there's only one champion. That's a GFW champion. What I want to see happen, I want to see Rosemary win it. First, I want this to be a no DQ match. I want to see Rosemary win this because Rosemary did not have a babyface push as a babyface run as a champion, for a significant amount of time yet. I want to see Rosemary win this, and if they have to get rid of the Impact belt, I want Rosemary to get rid of the Impact belt. They said the Hive has spoken that this signifies that we are truly a global champion and whatnot. She does, she starts licking the shaft of the thing of the belt, side to side or whatnot. Man, I love when she does that, man. With makeup. Yeah, with makeup. Anyways, okay, what else? Okay, the Full Metal Mayhem match. Mixed tag match. Eddie Edwards and Alicia Edwards versus Angelina Love and Davey Richards. Guys, this has the potential to be another match of the show. Because I think they're gonna I think first there's gonna be blood in this match. If there's no blood in this match, I will say this match fell short. Even if they go through a flaming table, there should have been blood. So this match I have very high hopes for, and I want to see how. Excuse me. I want to see how this turns out. What do I think will happen? I think Eddie Edwards wins, and this is going to be the end of the feud. What I want to see happen, I want to see Eddie Edwards win, and this not be the end of the feud. I want them to peel off the Angelina Love layer and whatnot. Okay. And then somewhere down the line, maybe not as far as Bound for Glory, but maybe a bit before that, I want Eddie Edwards and Davey Richards to have a final blow-off match, like an Iron Man in a steel cage match or something like that, like Last Man Standing in a steel cage match with the wives barred from ringside or whatnot, so that the wives cannot influence their husbands. Okay, then you have the X Division title match, 2 out of 3 falls. Low Key versus Sanjay Dutt. 2 out of 3 falls. That means they're making this to be a pretty good match. They're indicating that this is going to be a pretty good match because they're purposely giving themselves some time to actually work a good match. And given that, they're giving themselves some time to actually work a good match. And you guys, we've seen Low Key and Sanjay Dutt in the past Impact shows. They were leaving a lot on the table. Maybe this is the time to put it all out on the table for everyone to see that what makes them the legends that they are. So what do I want? No, what do I think is going to happen? Low Key is going to retain. Low Key is going to win it back. What do I want to see happen? Sanjay Dutt wins it and gets a decent run with that X Division championship, and Low Key does business. But if Low Key, no, I want Sanjay Dutt to win. This has been way overdue, man. I know a lot of it is on him because he never truly signed a contract, but now he signed it. Just give him a decent run, man. Okay. Next, we get to Scott Steiner and Josh Matthews, who actually hit a decent swanton bomb, versus Jeremy Borash and Joey Parks. This is going to be the entertainment segment of the show. I want to see what they do. JB, the creative person, I want to see what they do. I want to see if Scott Steiner loses. I want to see how the Scott Steiner's team loses. The ceiling for this is very high, and I just hope, like the Mumbai street fight, does not fall flat on its ass. This has the potential to be a short match, because in a pay-per-view this long, you must have some short matches. In fact, the short matches, this one and Sienna versus Rosemary, these two are going to be your short matches. I think the rest of the card is going to be, you're going to have good long matches, or like medium length matches at least. But yeah, what do I think is going to happen? Joey Parks is going to bleed, and he's going to turn into Abyss and hit Steiner with a black hole slam, or Josh Matthews with the black hole slam, and win. What do I want to see happen? I want to see either, because now we have a strong indication that this is a no DQ match. What I want to see happen, I want to see the fight taken to the back, JB grabbing, he says a good friend, the Lake of Reincarnation, the water from the Lake of Reincarnation, because if you're transitioning into GFW, you might as well dip into that lake for one last time, and still not give anything away to to the Hardys, not give them the rights. No, not give them the rights. That's your property, Anthem. Right. So get the water of Lake of Reincarnation, dump it on Abyss, dump it on Joseph Parks, have him turn into Abyss, and take out Scott Steiner and Josh Matthews, and have Abyss pin Josh Matthews. And in this way, you're taking a shot at that Dawn Reby Hardy. I'm sick and tired of her. Sick of it. That's what I want to see happen. Okay, now we get to a main event. Alberto El Patron with his dad ringside, forgot his name, versus Bobby Lashley with King Mo ringside. I would have liked this if this was a knockout or tap out match that Bobby Lashley did against Drew Galloway, and I was there live on pay-per-view, like in the crowd. Yes, I'm not going to show up this time though, because I realized there's no point of me showing up. I could barely see the action. Like in the ring, the lights are so bright, it looked like everyone had like yellow jackets on, or like cream colored jackets on. So there's no point really. But yeah, I'm gonna find a way to watch this. Let's see if what's that, Fight TV or whatnot, they're carrying this. Let's see if I can watch it, I can buy the pay-per-view from PlayStation View. We'll see. But yeah, the main event. The bill has been good. Both people are coming into this looking pretty strong, although I wanted Bobby Lashley to look a little stronger. Okay, but at this point, I have a feeling this is going to be a very good main event. This is going to be a storytelling main event. Not more of a spot fest, but more of a storytelling main event, and more of a psychology main event. What do I think? What do I think will happen? I think El Patron will win it. Will win the GFW title. What do I want to see happen? No, will win both the title, and then he'll drop the Impact title and say he's a global champion. What do I want to see happen? You know what? At this point, I want Bobby Lashley to win, because I don't think Impact Wrestling made Bobby Lashley look look strong enough. Or guys, try this. Have a draw. Have a time limit draw, and say that we could not settle this, and we will air it on, we will have a decision in the weeks to come on Impact Wrestling, and then build up to another there must be a winner match, and have that on a live episode of Impact. So yeah, you know what? That's what I want to see happen in an ideal world, but I think there will be a champion. Anyways, that's about it. Guys, let me know your predictions in the comment section below. What results do you think will happen, and what results do you want to see happen? And yes, and as always, don't forget to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and follow me on Twitter at TanTaga01. If I'm watching the pay-per-view, you will see me active during this pay-per-view on Twitter at TanTaga01. Alright, I'm looking forward to your comments and suggestions. This is James Tamlin, the Reside, the Bengal Dragon signing out.